the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
Jameer Byrd on the return.
Here are the Patriots to start on offense, led by the man from Auburn, standing 6'3", Jarrett Stidham.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
On first down, Stidham. And his first look is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Stidham. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Stidham. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Throwing is is Carr on third down. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Complete to Josh Jacobs.
He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 20.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
26.
The numbers a week ago for Michelle. 18 carries, 76 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stidham. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
At the 42-yard
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. To throw is Stidham. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now Stidham on 1st down. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Nassib just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Stidham from the shotgun. Yeah, he'll find Hall. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Good 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Stidham. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal.
A 31-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Patriots 3, Raiders 0.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Vegas, first down.
Carr now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
Carr's pass.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
15 yards.
First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Carr again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr, he's airing it out for Williams. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Stidham sets to throw on first. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Stidham will hand here to Michel. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the ground is Michel. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Stidham on the move. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Stidham. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Now it's Stidham. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
It is a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Patriots 6, Raiders 3.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Patriots have it.
Carr's pass complete.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Oh, look at the juke. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Michel, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd
Stidham.
and 4.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Gain of a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stidham. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Stidham finding Edelman for a Patriot first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, they run with Michel. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Sony Michel.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Stidham to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice catch up by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
defers to Jacobs on the draw. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We'll get this underneath to Michelle, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Stidham. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To Michelle on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Jones breaking from the contact. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards as they got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Carr to throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Raiders 3.
Jarrett Stidham in the pad set to take over. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd down, Stidham to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Intended clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This complete left side to Aguilar. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Darren Waller. A gain of 16 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Devontae Parker, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Anthony Jennings able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The throw complete here to Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Stidham going to lead the Pats up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll hand this to Michel to get things started. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Michel. Powers through. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Stidham from the shotgun. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. You got to just take a deep breath, relax, and try to figure out what is working and call more of that. I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
New England trying to get a place on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And they'll continue to look for more catches like that from N'Keal Harry. He was New England's first pick in the 2019 draft. Had a disappointing rookie season, though. Only 12 catches for 105 yards and just 2 touchdowns. With his talent and his potential, this team needs him to step up.
Now Stidham on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stidham
certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Stidham. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Stidham. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run with Michel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now Stidham. They'll roll him out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And Jarrett Stidham with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
56.
On second down and 4, Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Las Vegas.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And the Raider.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And 2 at the 7-yard line.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Now Carr again. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get a score closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Stidham going to lead the Pats up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stidham. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake, here's Stidham, rolling to his right, and he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well. Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Now it's Stidham. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
on the ground, Michel. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On first down, Stidham. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Las Vegas.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots 40.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr and Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 32-yard line.
And a Las Vegas first down.
Carr to throw again. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller.
Complete.
7 yards the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Complete to number
Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Damiere Byrd returning it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Stidham.
1-yard line.
To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
For the Patriots. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, Michelle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Stidham sets to throw on first. That's caught by his tight end, Matt Lacoste. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First and 10.
Now Stidham on first down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. And now he's going to use his legs. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's good for a Patriot.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Michel going to try again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Throwing now is Stidham. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. If 0-3 would have been bad, you get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's third down. Again, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now look at this. 4th and 12. And they're going to line up to go for it.
That's a nice cut and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they